Earnings week for big tech is upon us. The Apple Maven has started to look at the most important earnings events of the next few days. Now the earnings schedule for the 5 most valuable publicly traded companies in the US looks like this. Microsoft will be the first one to report. They do so on Tuesday, January 26th. After that, we have Apple, Tesla, and Facebook, all 3 of them reporting on Wednesday after the closing bell. That will be January 27th. Then we'll have a little bit of a break, and then Amazon and Alphabet, both of them report on Tuesday, February the 2nd. Now, of course, here at the Apple Maven, we're interested in Apple first and foremost. It'll be interesting to see what Apple's holiday quarter will look like. We expect it to be quite strong for a couple of reasons. Number one, we already have data from third-party researchers suggesting that holiday sales were very robust, especially in regards to digital sales, i.e. e-commerce. Of course, then Apple has a couple of company-specific factors that play in its favor. One of them is the iPhone 12, which was released late in 2020. And of course, there was a lot of pent-up demand for that new smartphone that did not materialize or did not turn into sales in fiscal fourth quarter, which would have been the quarter ended in September 2020. So all that pent-up demand is likely to have pushed iPhone sales way higher in the holiday quarter, and we'll probably see that when Apple reports earnings. A couple of other factors would be the Mac. The Mac is probably going to do just fine, especially since Apple launched the M1 equipped device late in 2020. And I also expect to see services do quite well, especially due to the launch of Apple One, which is the bundle that offers users a discounted price on a few of Apple services. Another one interesting stock that I'll keep an eye on, also reports on Wednesday, is Facebook. I'm not particularly excited about Facebook. They've been suffering a lot of backlash, especially after the events of early January in Washington, D.C. However, Facebook is probably the one value stock within big tech. The stock trades at an EV to EBITDA of only 20 times, which is way lower than the 50 plus times of 2013. So those looking for a little bit more of a value play might want to take a look at Facebook, and might also want to take a look at a couple of things when the company reports. One of them is usage. Last quarter, Facebook reported the first sequential decline ever in usage in developed markets, meaning US, Canada, and Europe. So it'd be interesting to see if that trend reverses. And if it does, it could be a bullish development. And then, of course, Facebook expenses. Operating expenses is always an important topic of conversation, especially since maybe a couple of years ago, Facebook started to spend a lot more to try to ramp up security and moderation to basically offer a better experience for users. And that has been having a negative impact on margins. So those are topics of conversations that are worth keeping an eye on. And then, of course, Tesla, it's the stock of the year for 2020. So it'll be interesting to see if the company can deliver results that will push the stock even higher. It's been through the roof in the past several months. And then, of course, I'll always be very interested in seeing Amazon. I think Amazon will be a big beneficiary of strong digital sales in the holiday quarter. So I expect to see those revenues shooting through the roof as well. However, I'm curious to see if cloud revenues will be strong, especially since we've had this whole transition to cloud accelerating in 2020 due to the pandemic and the stay-at-home habits. So strong cloud revenues in 2020, but will that sort of spill into the holiday quarter? That is a question mark. And then, of course, Amazon, the multiples for that stock are so high that anything that doesn't look very robust might trigger bearishness. So I'll be interested to see how the market reacts to Amazon's results. So those are basically my thoughts as we enter this very important earnings week. Feel free to follow the Apple Maven. We will actually hold a couple of live blogs. We'll follow, of course, Apple's earnings results real time, and we'll do the same thing for Microsoft on Tuesday. So keep tabs on us, follow us on Twitter, and thanks for your audience.